Hello. Hi, friends. I am happy to be here. I am hoping that it's working. I know it's how I start every single video because I'm just never sure if I'm going to actually show up online or if I'm going to be alone again. I'm throwing on some lemon. Lemon, as you know, is happy in a bottle. It's the one, right? And I don't use it a whole lot in the summertime because I'm outside all the time and I don't want to get burned because, all of our citruses magnify that sunlight and they can lead to your skin burning. So I don't use it a lot. So I just pulled it out the other day and it was like, oh, I've missed you, my sweet friend. So you can use it all summer long in food and eat it and do all the different things, diffuse it when you're using your different oils, but I know that I am just open the bottle and I put it on. So I can't be trusted. I can't be trusted not to slap that lemon all over my skin and then have to stay inside for a couple days. So I don't like to do that. So anyways, it is like bringing back an old friend, one I have missed so very much. So I'm also going to throw on some Abundance. Lemon and Abundance together are amazing. They were actually some of the first oils that I smelled when we just got into Young Living. We had been in for maybe 2 months, maybe I don't even think it was 2 months at that point, and Young Living came around and they were doing a Year of Abundance tour, and on that tour all of the people that had gotten there, like the first, I don't know, 50 people got a 5 ml of Abundance oil. So I got one, Brian got one, and I remember us breathing that in and being so sarcastic. We're so sarcastic, we just didn't know, y'all. And we're like, oh, we're going to be abundant now. We've got our abundance oil, and just the funniness. And then, really, as I have grown and understood what a difference the vibration, the frequency, how those oils really do work together and they draw things to you. And Abundance is one of those. So we have used it honestly for month 2. I didn't really get the whole emotional abundance vibration vibe coming from it, but I did put it on my feet every day because at that same event, I had been introduced to the book, the oil book that tells you what all the oils do. So I could get behind the science of each of the oils in the Abundance oil and what they could do for my body. And I'm like, dude, I need that, I need that, I need that. I didn't care for the aroma. It turned me off, which is very interesting coming from a toilet bowl cleaner from Flint, Michigan, who was poverty. We were making 11 to 14,000 a year depending on the year. So Abundance was something we were not drawing to us, and it was something that was uncomfortable. Even as some of the checks started going up, it was very as much as we were excited about it, it was difficult mentally to get behind the fact that we were not in that same financial situation, and that frequency, that vibration of that abundance. I'm just telling you, the math, the science behind how the vibration of the oils works is pretty fascinating. Because, like I said, I would take my Abundance and I was putting on my feet every day because I knew what it could do physically, and I liked that idea. But I was also, we literally, from the day we signed up to the day we went silver, it was 90 days. It was 90 days. I'm just saying, things to think about. I did work and talk to a lot of people and do lots of things to get there, but Abundance, I'm telling you, there's more to it. So today's entire topic, I have like 52 pages of notes because I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with it. I really wasn't. The title is Choosing to Soar. Like, what is it that you want? And I am not just talking Young Living business wise. I'm talking just life in general. What is it you want? And have you been working towards that thing and you hit a wall and you hit a wall and you hit a wall? You lose the same 20 pounds over and over and over and over again, and you'll do really good for a short period of time, and then you hit that wall and then you stop, and then you're like, well, I'll start again, XYZ. And finances, you're trying to put money away, save money, but you seem to always have just enough to just barely cover your needs, let alone your wants. And it has been the cycle that you have been in over and over. You're like your life is on instant replay. Like everything that you think, I want to do XYZ, it's on instant replay because you keep doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And today I really want to help you guys kind of identify what's happening and how we break through that wall. How do we take that wall and move past and beyond that? So, some of the things I really want to encourage you, first of all, is don't stop dreaming. All of those dreams, all of those things. I'm a Christian. I believe the Word of God from the front page all the way to the end, 7 days of creation, the hook, line, and sinker. I believe all of that. And one of the things that the Word tells us is that He gives us our heart's desire. And I always see that in two different ways. I see that in one, that He put the desire there. He gave me the desire to change other people's lives. Like I love and adore teaching. He put that desire there. But I also see it in a second way. I also see it in that not only did he put the desire there, but if he put the desire there, he's going to give me the tools I need to fulfill that desire. So if there's a desire that you have, there's something that you think about, oh, it would be so cool if. Well, don't judge that if. Don't judge it. It would be so cool. That desire, that is a gift from Father God. And that is down to the desires for an amazing meal, that is the desire for friends, that is desire for getting together with other people and being social, that is a desire for pretty anything. You want to climb a mountain. That desire is there. I truly believe that God gives us those desires because you don't know what's going to happen in the process. So while you're busy planning your trip to climbing that mountain, how many people are you going to be around that you and your ooey goodness, the you that you are, is going to make friends with that person, and maybe that person was really looking for a friend, right? So this is beyond just building a business. This is in every single aspect of your life. You want to be skinny. You're like, I just really want to be thin and healthy. Because most people, when they think they want to be thin, it's not just thin for thin sakes. It's because what can happen when they feel that thin, healthy body, right? They're seeing that, like, what will change. For me, some of those amazing changes as I have lost weight. I still have, 100 pounds or so to go. But the 250 pounds I've lost, my life is completely different now than it was 3 years ago when I really started this weight loss journey. It's different. There are things that I'm able to accomplish. There are also other people's lives who I've been able to touch through the process because of that. So it's not even just your own goals. It's what can your goal do? Who can you touch while you're in the process of achieving that goal? So for me, the weight loss, I'm able to walk now. I still have a oxygen concentrator in the living room next to my trampoline, but I haven't had to use that in months. I haven't had to put on oxygen. We still have an oxygen tank in the car because if something happens and my O2 starts to dip, we're smart, we have common sense, but I haven't needed it because of all the cool things that I've done. Now, how many people do you know that have lung and breathing issues that's powerful for them? That my story is touching their lives as well. When it comes to soaring, you got to take other people with you. You just got to. So whatever it is that you're looking at, that you want, that you have that desire for, what could you do? Who could you touch? Who could you take with you? You want to climb that mountain? Who can you take on that mountaintop with you? What can you do? Because I'm telling you, there's something that happens with partnership. When you partner up with somebody else and you say, you know what? Let's do it. I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Do you want to climb a mountain? Let's go climb this mountain together. And then you start researching and you start doing the things. And then you go through the thing of getting your body physical. You're like, man, if I'm going to climb a mountain, I need to be exercising. So you're going to get out there and you're going to start moving more. You're going to move more with that friend. And it's going to affect every single area in your body. So when I say those desires that you have, it's not just the ultimate end goal. It's the steps along the way. And when we start the steps, so you're wanting to climb that mountain and you partner with a friend who's Shelly. Shelly's going to go with me. We are going to climb the mountain together. Whoop, whoop. Shelly and I are going to have a good old time and we are going to research what do you have to do to climb the mountain? How much physical fitness do you have to have? Who do you take with you to do it? What kind of equipment do I need to go climb that mountain? What do I need to get ready for? What about flights? We're going to have to get flights all the way over to the mountain unless you live next door to the mountain, then that's a little bit different. What do I have to do to climb the mountain? You have to plan it. Let's just go back up just a little bit. Because everything that you're ever going to accomplish in your life is going to take teeny, tiny, little steps. All of them. No matter what it is. Well, weight loss, if you've been on a diet, doing all the things for 24 hours and you get on the scale the next day, do you expect to have lost 100 pounds? I mean, it'd be nice. But we know that's not the reality, right? We know it's going to take every day of doing well and then having a day that you didn't do so well, but that's okay. You're going to keep going and continuing on those steps. Boom, boom, boom. A little kid, when they learn how to walk, jeepers, when they go from crawling, when a baby goes from crawling to walking, do they just one day decide, oh, I'm done crawling, and they run across the room? No. They get up, they pull themselves on the couch, and they stand there, and they wobble, and they fall down. And they stand there, and they wobble, and fall down. And we, oh, and we clap, and we're so happy for them. And then they go a little bit further, and they're standing on the table. And this takes them weeks to months to go from crawling to walking to running, right? It takes all those steps. Now, I don't know anybody that stopped because they fell down too many times, right? They just get back up. They just get back up and they get those legs a little bit stronger and they get those knees a little bit stronger and the communication between their little brain and their little feet and the little piggies, and eventually they walk. Same thing with riding a bike. Everybody that ever learned how to ride a bike fell down a lot. They wobbled a lot. All of those things. But why is it when we get older, when we get bigger, when we become adults, we're not willing to go through all those steps, all those little bits of things? We just want to do it. We say, I want to lose weight. It should be easy. It should just happen. And that's all there is to it. I want to be able to run a marathon. Does anybody wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I feel like I'm going to run a marathon. And they go from the couch to the marathon? No. No, it takes steps. It takes walking first. You're just going to walk. You're going to get your walk in. You're just going to get your walk in. You're going to go 10 minutes, and then you're going to go 15 minutes, and then you're going to go 30 minutes, and then you're going to do a little walk, jog, a little break, go, right? It takes steps. So why, as adults, do we not get that for our dreams? It's going to take steps, whatever that dream is. I don't care what. My dream right now is Royal Crown Diamond. I want Royal Crown Diamond, and I want to walk in the Bobby Crim. Those are two pretty basic things, right? They have a deadline. Both of those things have an end where I know where I have to be. And I'll tell you the things I know I have to do to be in the Bobby Crim. Bobby Crim is a road race that's big here in Michigan. It's one of our big road races. And one of my goals, I don't know, I'm going to cry. I've talked about this a lot lately. One of my goals, after being in the wheelchair, not being able to do anything for so very long, one of the things that I was putting out there for a long time is I'm going to do the Bobby Crim, because when I do the Bobby Crim, I will know that I am healthy and I am strong and I am capable. Like it's for me, it's a vision of when I know I've accomplished the things, when I've done the things to get there. So that's when, I've shared with you guys, I do 5 minutes an hour of getting up and moving. And I started that when I was still in the wheelchair, just bouncing, because that's all that I could accomplish was bouncing. And then from bouncing, walking from room to room, just be able to go from one room to the other. And in the beginning, Brian had to stand right there with me and help hold me and support me. And this past probably 3 months, I've really seen some massive improvement in my ability to move and how long I can walk. I can walk for about 45 minutes now without having to stop. I can bounce on my trampoline. I've got a mini rebounder, which I absolutely love, and I can do that for long periods of time. But I didn't just jump on the trampoline and be able to do that for 40 minutes. It was literally when I first got on that stupid rebounder, I could barely do a minute without and that was with oxygen, just gasping for air, because it was more than I could handle. But it was Bibbits, 5 minutes an hour, 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 for so long, and it felt like I was never going to get further. But that's what you have to do to grow. I beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know I will be walking in the Bobby Crim. I am going to see how many people in our area that I can get and go walk with us, and we're going to have Young Living shirts on, and it's going to be so amazing. The dream is worth it. I don't even know what all I wanted. I keep redesigning the shirts because I know, there's no doubt in my mind physically that I'm going to be able to do that, because I've done the Bibbits. I've done the tiny steps. See, we all see the end line of what our goal is, what we want. Even if you're going on a trip, you want to go on a trip. You're like, oh, I so want to go on a cruise. I've wanted to go my entire life. Then start the process. Research which cruise line you would like to go on. Research what time of year you would like to go on. What are the things that you want to do when you're on the cruise? Research the stuff and then start the steps. It's okay to work towards your dream. It's okay. It doesn't matter if your dream makes sense to anybody else. Who cares what anybody else thinks about your dream? That vision, that desire that is inside you, we have a right. We have a right to those things. We have to do the work to get there. But man, you're wanting to go on that cruise and you're like, I just never could. We just don't have the money. Put $5 away every single week. Put $5 in some little kitty that you're putting away for your dream. Will it take you a long time to get there? Yes. Bibbits. 5 minutes an hour. 5 minutes an hour. 5 minutes an hour. Because eventually you'll do it. Do you have an extra $7 this week? Throw that in there. Do something to earn a little extra money. So every single time that you help somebody get started in Young Living, you get 50% of whatever they order, you get 50% of. What if you said, you know what, for that dream that I'm putting away, your new house, your down payment, your whatever that dream is, you want to remodel your kitchen. It's okay to want those things. It's okay to have those dreams. But we got to figure out a way to do the little bibbits to get them and to start it instead of it just being this hypothetical thing out in the universe that I hope someday I get to go on a cruise. Do you think somebody's just going to like give you a cruise? No, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to actually do the steps. Is somebody just suddenly going to take you to the top of a mountain and you're going to have the ability to do it? You have to do the steps. Do you think somebody's going to just take the weight off of you? You're going to wake up some morning? No, you have to do the steps. It's the bibbits. Think of it as a ladder to get to the top of the roof. You have to do the bibbits because if you don't do the bibbits, you'll hit the wall. You'll hit the wall because you're seeing the end. Okay, let's just talk business. You're saying, I want Royal Crown Diamond. Anybody else want Royal Crown Diamond? Royal Crown Diamond. In my head, a Royal Crown Diamond has changed tens of thousands of lives. Tens of thousands of lives. People who will never be the same. I want that. I want that organization. I want those lives changed. I want that. I want so many different things about Royal Crown Diamond. I want it. But I'm not going to wake up in the morning and have it. Instead, I have to do the things. The same exact things it takes for Royal Crown Diamond is the same things it takes to go star. The exact same things it takes for Royal Crown Diamond is Senior Star, Executive, Silver. No matter what rank you are, it takes the same things. Are you ready? I'm gonna write this down. You have to share Young Living with new people. I know, it's deep, right? It's crazy. It's manna. Whoever knew? You have to get in front of brand new people that have never heard about Young Living, and you have to give them the option to use the oils. You have to give them the option of our lifestyle. It's new people will always be the lifeblood of Young Living, always. And if you're like, but I just don't know that many people, let me tell you this. I think this is so cool. Victor, last name, Victor T. Victor, amazing Victor. He was just sharing that for diamonds, crowns, and royals, how many people, like you throw a number in there, how many people do you think the average diamond, crown, and royal crown diamond has ever enrolled in their entire business? Like how many people did they personally, they went out and they enrolled people? I'm not even going to answer it for you. I'm going to keep talking for a little bit. If you come on and you are watching the replay, put your number there. How many people do you really think it takes for a diamond, crown, royal crown diamond to be able to hit that rank? Do you think it was 200 people, 300 people? Like how many people do you think it took for them to change ranks, to hit that rank of diamond and above? I'm not going to answer until the end of the thing because I want to see what you guys think. So when it comes to sharing, when it comes to building your team, when your dream, whatever your dream is, if you're right now, you're like, I want executive. I've been waiting for executive. That is what I want. I want star. I want silver. Whatever your rank is, it will always take introducing Young Living to new human beings. Like, do you think that Gary, when he found the oils and fell in love with the oils, that he had to talk to new people to introduce the oils to new people? Yeah. Him and Mary, that's what they had to do. I mean, when you look at their past and their story, they took those oils, they schlepped their oils all over the place. They went to animal conferences, they went to anywhere with it they could get their products, their oils, in front of new people. They took their supplements. They had the cleansing trio at that time, and they took those and they shared and they taught and they were out there in front of new people because it takes new people. It will always take new people. So if Gary and Mary had to find new people and introduce them to Young Living, what do you think you have to do to build Young Living? So if you tell me right now, but Shannon, I have talked to everybody in my family and nobody wants in. Fantastic. Those are the people you don't have to talk to anymore. You have to find new people. For me too, because I have to, I get paid right now as a platinum, so I want to get paid as a diamond because I have achieved diamond. But my goal is crown diamond. Like I know exactly when I'm going to choose crown diamond because crown diamond, the steps to get there, it's the same steps for star as crown diamond. I have to get in front of new people. So all of the people that are in my organization already, they're already in. All of their people that I talk to and that I share with and that I build and that I train, they're already in. You guys are already in. So where do I find new people? I have to literally put myself in different positions so I can meet new people. I think farmers markets are a fantastic place for that. And that is whether you get yourself a booth or whether you just go hang out at the market. Most people that are going to farmers markets are a little more health conscious. So I'm around the right kind of people, right? So I'm going to start conversations and friendships and talk with those types of people. Like I said, whether I am there with my own booth, which a lot of markets you can get pretty inexpensive, especially if they're smaller markets. You can get $50 so you can be there, have your booth, have your table, and you can talk to people as they come up to you. It's a great way to be able to build. If you are just there and you're hanging out and you're talking to people, start conversations about anything. Have your oils with you, have them out, have flyers. Of course, I have no flyers here right now. I always have flyers on stuff that's upcoming. Like we have got our weekly Monday night health classes that we do. This one coming up on this particular Monday is at 6 o'clock, and it is on movement and motivation and getting your body moving and what you can do and how the oils roll into that. So it's a great spot for you to send new people. It's also a spot where I send new people, where I say, hey, listen, we've got classes coming up. We've got a class on emotional release and essential oils coming up. We've got a class on just all kinds of things. I've got flyers right now in the area for our Hormone Health Summit, inviting people to a hormone health summit. Are you kidding? Every single female I know is concerned about weight and their hormones. Like those are such easy things to be able to chit chat with. So it gets me in front of new people because I've got stuff that I share. I've got flyers of, it's actually postcards of my weight loss journey. So it shows before, during, and where I am right now in my weight loss journey. And the ones that I have right now show that I had lost like 230, 220 pounds. So I need to make new ones because I'm over 250 that I've lost now. But I have something that I can share if I am at a restaurant, if I am at the store, if I am out and about, that I can actively be inviting people to. Now, I have to tell you, typically the flyer, they don't randomly show up at an event because I gave them a flyer. That's not what does it. It's because it gives me something to talk about. When I hand somebody the postcard and I say, oh my gosh, yeah, if you know anybody that's trying to release the weight or get their body healthy, share this with them. And I'll hand them the postcard with my weight loss pictures on it. And it always starts a conversation. It always gets that going. So it gives me something to talk to somebody about. It is a tool, the thing I hand out. So when you go through the 1090 classes that we've done, those tools that we use, the handouts and flyers that I always post. You go to Shannon Hudson YL, there's a ton of flyers in there that you can print out, put your contact information, and you can share them anywhere. It doesn't matter where you live, what state you're in, you can share those with people because it gets you in front of new people. In order to grow your team, you have to enroll new people. So if all the people that you know are either in or have said they don't want to be in, then you have to find a way to go meet new people. You can do that at farmers markets. You can do that at stores. You can join support groups. You can see what is happening in your local library, see what is happening at your local colleges. A lot of times they offer different classes and different support groups. So you can get involved with other people that are health conscious. There are cooking classes all over the place. And again, those are people that are more interested in health and wellness. They're doing more things for their own bodies. So there's lots of different things that you can do. And I'm going to tell you this, it doesn't take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. It just doesn't. It doesn't take hundreds of people. Your average Diamond Crown and Royal Crown Diamond have only personally enrolled average around 50 people. Around 50 people that they have personally enrolled in handheld and helped them get started. The biggest key to soaring is taking somebody with you. So when you enroll that new person, helping them grow and do the bibbits, all the little steps, all the little pieces, I'm telling you, that's how you get those organizations. That's how you get 1.5 million OGV moving through your organization every single month. You do that with a team of people that you're helping. It's not one person at the top enrolling thousands of people, because I think that's the perspective that we have. I've been with Young Living since 2007. The average diamond has been oh my gosh, I have those stats here. It takes years to get to the rank of diamond, crown, and royal. So they've been in for 10, 15, 20 years, and on average have only enrolled 50 people. So if they've been in for 10 years, that's 5 people a year that on average they enrolled. So when you look at how many people you are enrolling and you're like, oh, I've enrolled like 3 people. Dude, that's the same as what a diamond is accomplishing. That's just how we've been doing it longer. And we've learned the key to taking other people with us, to giving that dream, to getting them to see that vision, that there's a world of people out there that do not know that financially speaking, if you are willing to do the work, if you're willing to do the hard things, that you can change so many lives, that you can help so many people, that you can get an amazing income coming from Young Living. You can. Young Living plays phenomenal. Go check out our income disclosure statement. I'll actually link that up in the comments here so that you can see it, because I'm going to actually add 2 of them. One is going to be a rewrite that I did of it, where it just really narrows it down for you. But look at both of them, because you can look at it as your goal, your dream. What is it you want? What income level do you need to be at so that it just makes life easier for you? What would take that weight off of you? Like, are you overwhelmed because financially you're like, I need an extra $200. That's what I needed. When I got into Young Living, I needed $200 to $300 just so that we could just make those ends meet, so that we didn't have to have somebody else pay for coats and boots for our kids. Our kids were, all 4 of them were in the Coats for Kids program, not as people that donated, but as people that needed coats. They needed their little gloves. They needed their shoes. They needed boots. We just didn't have it. And I knew that if I could find a way to make an extra, just couple of $100, $300 extra a month, I knew that it would just take some of that weight off. And nowadays, with groceries being where they are, and the cost of living being so high, what is it you need? What point do you go, you know what, this is financially, I just talked to a gal the other day, and she said, I need $1,800 a month. If I can, okay, I misunderstood her. I thought she had said something like 800,000 a month. And I'm like, girl, you got the dreams and goals, but it was 1,800, 1,000 to 800 to $1,000 a month is what she needed. So we looked on the income disclosure statement and we said, okay, what does that look like? What rank would you need to achieve in order for that to happen? And so then we went backwards. We said, okay, if silver is the goal, and that's where you need it, and you're willing to do the steps and the work, then let's back up. How many people do you have to help achieve executive in order to make silver happen? So you need 2 key legs. How many people for an executive to be able to hit that executive, that 4,000 OGV? How many people do we need in that each leg in order to make that? So we had to just step backwards. What are each of the little steps? So that means she's going to be looking at farmers markets and holistic health fairs and different places to get in front of new people, because everybody she knows is either in or doesn't want in. That's exactly where she is. So it doesn't change the dream just because some people don't want to do it. You know, I have no idea how many people have said no to me through the years. How many people, when I'm at a market, come to my booth, we chit chat, and they move on. They might fill out a form, but they never do anything. How many people? Oh, I would say thousands and thousands and thousands through the years. But you know what I do remember? I remember the people that said yes. I remember the people that partnered with me, the people that got oiled up, the people who told other people, the people who continued the process of telling other people, the people who are now diamonds along with me. Those are the people you remember. You don't remember the no's. You're going to have a lot of people say, no, it's going to happen. They're going to pass on what you have. They're not interested. It's not their time. They're going to sign up with other people. Those things are perfectly normal. They're going to happen. It's okay because it doesn't stop the fact that you want to climb the mountain. It doesn't change the fact that you want to walk the Bobby Crib. It doesn't matter if I have a bad day and I end up on oxygen for a day or two. It doesn't change the dream. It doesn't take away the final goal. I think we give up on ourselves so easy. I think we hit that little wall. We're like, oh, it just never works for me. And we give up instead of saying, you know what, I'm worth it. I know what I want. I know what I want out of life. I know what I don't want out of life. Like, tell me, do you know what you don't want? Do you know the things that you want removed from your life altogether? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you're willing to do? It's hard. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, going diamond. It's so easy. Just wake up in the morning. You're fancy. You're diamond. You got the... No, it's hard. It takes talking to a lot of people. It takes making a whole lot of people happy for a lot. And I'm telling you what, that sometimes can be just give me some oil for that. Because it's hard. Now ask me if it's worth it. Because see, that's the thing. Is it worth it? I'm a foodie. I love to eat. I love food. I love creating recipes. I love being in the kitchen. I hate dishes, but I love creating and making all of the things. I'm a foodie. I love it. Was it hard to give up some of the things so that my body could physically change? Yeah. We had been, when we first got into Young Living, we went all organic really quite quickly, actually. We went all organic, all natural. But you know, there's organic Reese's peanut butter cups. Not the brand Reese's, but there's organic mac and cheese. There's organic everything of things that were still causing disease in my body and distress in my body just because it came with the word organic, which is what I had convinced myself was fine, still had me consuming way more food than I would ever need. But the dream was big enough. The desire was strong enough that it's worth it. Getting up and moving. I'm telling you, when you have been in a wheelchair, as long as was in a wheelchair, it hurts to move. Those muscles have atrophied. They don't want to do the things. They just don't want to. And it was hard to do the bibbits. Getting up and doing that one trek around our house, going from the kitchen into the living room, into the office, into the bedroom, and do that one trek that I would do. I would get back to that wheelchair with, still in action, just huffing, and my arms would hurt, and my legs would hurt. But it was worth it. Even now, because I'm still pushing myself to go further than what I'm able to do right now. I've been really working on everything for my abdominals and getting those muscles to actually be muscles because they weren't for so long. And it hurts the next day after doing a workout. I'm like, oh my gosh, it hurts to lift, move, twist, do all the things. But is it worth it? Do I know that in the end, because I feel better now. I am almost 60 years old. I feel better now than I did in my 30s. It's worth it. But you got to be willing to do the hard things. And in Young Living, the hard things are talking to the strangers. The hard things is being told no. The hard things is somebody else enrolling with somebody else. The hard things is that Royal Crown Diamond is many, many moons from now. It just is. But how about we shoot for star? How about, I'm going to go star. How about we shoot for senior star? How about we shoot for helping 2 people on our team achieve senior star? Like that be your goal. I'm going to help 2 people achieve senior star. I'm going to help 2 people go executive. 2 people that are out there sharing and chatting with people. I'm going to pour my heart, my time, my energy into helping 2 people hit executive. I'm going to help 4 people on my team achieve the rank of gold. 4 people. I'm going to help those bibbits. Those little stops, that's what's going to be making you soar. There's not a Royal Crown Diamond that got there by themselves. Doesn't work. No crowns, no diamonds, no platinums. None of them got there on their own. Every rank, it was partnering with somebody else and helping somebody else to succeed. That's what you got to do. You got to be willing to do the hard things. So I want you, here's your homework this week. I want you to figure out what it is you want. I want you to figure out something in your personal life. I want you to figure out something physically. What physically do you want to see change in your life? What is the thing that you're like, if this is my focus right now? We just, with one of the gals that I was just recently happening, she got this weird thing happening to her eye. Big, long story. So that's all of the supplements that she is choosing to do right now. She's focusing on taking enough of the ones for her little vision so that she can fix the eye in the next 90 days. So then she can go to her next thing. So focus your energy. Focus it on a few things. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't pick it, pick exercise. Pick exercise as one of those things that you're going to do every single day. Just bibbits. It doesn't have to be a ton. Join us Monday night at 6 o'clock. We're going to go over how we add some of those bibbits and what oils and supplements we can partner with that so that we can see those good results happening in our body. Pick that. In your business, pick your next rank. If you have already achieved, like for me, I've already achieved diamond. So diamond is not my next goal. My next goal is crown because our brain is crazy. My brain, when I say, okay, I want to achieve diamond, my brain goes, we already did that. And it stops working on it. I already did that. You're already diamond, girl. What are you talking about? I took care of that for you a while ago. So I don't make my goal to be diamond. My goal is crown because to get to crown, what do I have to do? I will automatically re-rank as diamond, right? That will be an automatic going in there. Now, am I doing the bibbits in 2 legs? Yeah, because I need a diamond leg again because that leg went to another business. And then I need a crown diamond leg. I got to have those 2 legs. So I want you to visualize this. Right now, Shannon is kind of working towards silver because how many legs does a silver need? 2. How many legs does an executive need? 2. So I'm right here at the beginning. I'm doing this with you guys. I'm doing my run. I am finally in a healthy spot where I know that I get to go out, I get to talk to the strangers, I get to do the hard things, and I'm willing to do that because I just got to build 2. That's all. This is all I need. I need 2. What do you need? What do you need? How are you going to find the new people? What are your bibbits? What are your goals? What does it look like when it happens? I'm just saying, this is where we are. This is what we're doing. Next week, our class is, let me see, next, because we're doing every Thursday will be a business class, and it is, social sharing. So we're going to really talk about how you share. So social sharing is not just online. Social is being around other human beings. And what are we going to do? How are we going to share? What are we going to do? So that's what we're going to do. Monday night, we're going to do movement and motivation. Get your body moving, and it'll be all health and wellness. You can invite your people to it. I'm getting ready to put a flyer out that you guys can share for that. I'm also going to be at quite a few places in person. So I'm going to be in White Cloud, Michigan, next weekend, I think it is. So if you were anywhere in the Michigan area and you want an in-person thing, it is a brain health summit. You can go to shannonhudsonyl.com and go to in-person classes, and you can get all of the links for all the in-person places I'm going to be. I am going to be in Ohio. I'm going to be at our Hormone Health Summit on November 7th and 8th. Oh, please come to that. It is going to be absolutely amazing. So Brain Summit is happening this weekend in White Cloud. A Hormone Health Summit is happening November 7th and 8th, but October 17th, I will be in Ohio under Barbara Hirschberger. That event will get posted on my page pretty soon here too. That one is closer down, so lower in Ohio, kind of towards what's below it? Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee. So it's down a little lower. So you can come up if you're in any of those states. We're going to be there in person doing all kinds of amazing stuff. I think Ed Daly will be at that one. Ed Daly will also be in Ohio November, when am I going to be? November 16th. I will be in Hillard, Ohio. So we got all kinds of in-person stuff happening. Join us. Go to Shannon Hudson YL. You can see all of the upcoming online classes and all of the upcoming in-person classes. And figure out what you want, friend. Do your homework. Figure out what you want. Couple areas in your life, and then you're going to focus focus every tiny little piece of you towards those goals, because you can do it. You can soar. You can soar. I'm just saying. All right, guys, later.